Okay, so let's talk about the high water. Today is Wednesday, I don't even know what day it is, but Wednesday morning after all that rain that we got. The water level's at about 1,500 in some spots of the river, so it's come up quite a bit. And my phone's ringing off the hook with, people, should I come fish the river? Should I not fish the river? And I don't really have a straightforward answer. I'm never going to tell you what to do unless it's, an absolute blowout, like that one year when we had the flood that almost took the bridge out. I will say, if you are uncomfortable and you're questioning whether you should come or not, maybe stay home. I don't ever want anyone in unsafe conditions, and a lot of people don't know how to fish this high water. So if you're going back and forth, I'm never going to tell you to make a trip to come here and fish if, conditions aren't ideal for you, because I want everyone to come here and feel comfortable and have a good time. For those people that do know how to fish the higher water or are wondering, some tips and tricks to get into that, you're fishing the edge. I mean, you're not trying to get out to the same spots you would normally go to. Like, I would say probably about where you might normally stand would be where you kind of want to drift. So you're standing at the edge and you're fishing a lot closer to the edge because that's where the fish mainly will be coming up. Also, good places to check are like the backsides of islands and things like that, where normally there wouldn't be enough water for the fish to want to move up, are good spots to try and get into. So like anyone that's familiar with the staircase, when you walk down that area where there's the rope to help you get across, like from one side to the other, the area where you cross with the rope, there's probably fish in there now. Behind my store, there's an island that kind of goes up the backside of that walkway behind the end zone and up to the Haldane Center, the ice rink. There's probably fish in there. A lot of places like that where you see islands and you know that the water is usually too shallow for you to go back there are places where if you were here right now, I would recommend going to check and see if there's some fish. Also, some of the smaller creeks that flow into the river, Trout Brook, Orwell Brook, things like that. Get your map out and start looking on your phone for smaller tributaries and things. I mean, if it's going to be a day where you don't feel comfortable on the river anyway and you're already here, it's worth taking the time to explore and get the knowledge and learn some different spots and just sort of educate yourself on other areas other than the Salmon River. And there's a lot of them if you put the time in to go look. Like, it's definitely worth getting out there just to see. So again, to recap, the water's at about 1,500 right now. That's going to be high for a lot of people. So if it seems too high to you, that's about 3 to 4 times what we would normally see in here, I guess, on average. Stay home. The good news is that's going to push a lot of fish in. So I would say probably sometime between Friday and Sunday, depending on when the water goes back down and when people can get back on, is when we're going to see a lot of people catching fish because it's going to move them in. So it's a good thing and a bad thing for those that are here right now that are having a little harder time. But for the next few days coming up, I think it's going to put a lot of people on bigger numbers of fish. So just keep an eye on the water level. If you do decide to go out, be very cautious. I want everyone to be safe. I don't want to hear of any accidents out there. So safe fishing and good luck, and I hope everyone has fun.